SHMACKEMAGOB, everybody. It is time for another Currently Cranking for the month of March 2022. And those that don't know what Currently Cranking is about, this is where, you know, I grab stuff from my collection, 10 each, put them aside, talk about it, put them back in, and then rinse and repeat for the next month. So, check it out. This is Heaven and Hell, The Devil You Know. I've never owned this on vinyl. I do now, thanks to an amazing friend online called D. I love you, brother. He's such a great guy. And I love this album. Now, if I was to judge it, no, I don't like it as much as Heaven and Hell, Mob Rules, and Dehumanizer, but it's still a great album. I mean, Bible Black would be my favorite, most people's favorite, but you know, a very close second for me would be Follow the Tears. I love Follow the Tears. I love Breaking Into Heaven. What a way to end Dio's musical career with this being the last song released while he was still alive. Amazing. I love Fear, Double the Pain, Turn the Screw. Pretty much every song on this album. I dig it, man. Thank you, D. Rape Date. Now this, I know the name of the band is kind of bizarre, but if you like thrash, you need to check this band out if you've never heard of them. This is a song, CD called Land of Broken Promises, which is a collection of their demos, an EP, and just great stuff. And you know, it even has live videos on this. Check this band out, man. I'm sure you can find some stuff on YouTube. This is an amazing, amazing band that I cannot praise enough. So underrated, it's sickening. Rape Date. I know it's a wacky name, but there ain't nothing wacky about those songs, man. It's fucking awesome. No, this band, Breyer. This song's called Crown of Thorns, and it's funny. It says, Breyer Rocks, the debut album featuring the smash hit Frankie. Frankie's the only song I don't like on this album. And Frankie does have a video that features Ozzy Osbourne and Bruce Dickinson and a few other ones that make a cameo in it. Not a fan of that song, but the rest of this, Crown of Thorns, Just Another Day, they do La Bamba. It's a really kick-ass, and check out the song Fart. Breyer, kind of obscure, but you know, they were signed. What was the label? Oh, it just says UK. Well, they had an MTV video for a while. Oh, Columbia Stereo, it says here. So I would guess that's Columbia Records. Breyer. I haven't heard this one in a while, and you know what? I really enjoyed it. It's been so long. Oh man, you guys ever heard of a band called Pink Floyd? This album's called Meddle. M-E-D-D-L-E. One of these days I'm gonna turn it into little pieces. My opinion, that's like the first. Well, I don't know if it's the first death metal vocals. You can also go Boris the Spider with the Who, but Jesus, I love this. You know, my favorite on here would be Echoes, the song Echoes. I love this album. Metal, awesome stuff. All right, Jethro, Tull, Benefit. Now, I've gone on record a lot of times saying I don't like instruments you blow into. But man, most Jethro Tull songs is definitely an exception. There's many exceptions. I know a lot of songs like Monsters from Blue Oyster Cult, and there's a handful of songs here and there that have those type of blowing into instruments that I dig. This band, this isn't one of them. I love that song Teacher and Nothing to Say. It's a great album. Jethro Tull, Benefit. I just dig it. Strikemaster, Killer Thrash. Weren't they from Mexico? Maybe I'm wrong. It wouldn't even say it here. But holy shit, this band fucking rules. Strikemaster, and I think this is what's the name of this album? I can't make it out. Man-Eater Saint something? Yeah, I'm really bad at this one, but this is an album that I took a chance on this CD at this store, like, I don't know, it's been like maybe 10 years now. I saw it and I go, oh, this looks interesting. I ended up loving it. Good stuff. I haven't played in a while. I played it and I was like, hell yeah, that's awesome. Alright, one of the greatest death metal albums ever, if you ask me. Slowly We Rot, Obituary. To me, John Tardy has the craziest, most insane death metal vocals. And I'm not a big death metal guy, but I love the Inception stuff like this. And, you know, like Seven Churches from Possessed. And, of course, my favorite Morbid Angel with Altars of Madness. Altars. And, you know what? This is definitely a fucking classic. Till Death is an amazing song. Intoxication, Blood Soaked, Gates of Hell, Stink You Puss. Love it. Obituary. And I was honored that one time I got to open for this band. Hell yeah. Queen Live, Killers, man. What a great live album. I used to have this on vinyl, not anymore. I remember I got in trouble with my dad. I almost set the house on fire. And he broke many of my albums, including this one. But I have yet to get it back on vinyl, but God, I love it. What's up with the sensor beam stuff? I never got that. Yeah, that was even on the vinyl, I remember. But, you know, I like Let Me Entertain You More on here, and Love of My Life's amazing on it, 39, Don't Stop Me Now. It's just, you know, this is up to the jazz era, and it's just amazing. It's pretty much the first era of Queen, because after jazz, what came after jazz? The Game, right? And that's when they, well, fuck, they went really off the deep end after the Game. But yeah, I guess the Game you can add to this era. I think it would fit perfect. But anyway, great live CD. The Stones. I haven't heard this one in eons. I always loved the song Undercover of the Night, so I bought this vinyl. And man, She's So Hot, Too Much Blood. There's some great stuff on here, man. What was this, 1981 or? Don't remember. I know it was the early 80s, and I saw the Undercover of the Night video. Loved it so much I bought the album. The Stones, man. Kyuss. Hell yeah, this is Blues from the Red Sun. This is like stoner rock, but killer shit. And I'm not the biggest stoner rock guy, but man, for my money, this is the best one. I have Bongzilla and Sleep and stuff like that. I mean, I've heard Sleep, I don't own them. But I do own Bongzilla. This is my favorite. I love Kyuss. I have all their CDs. And Green Machine, that's a slamming song. There's a lot of good stuff on here. Capsize, Thong Song. Love it. Altered Universe. Kyuss. My favorite band, along with Black Sabbath, but really the original. You know, Melissa, Don't Break the Oath, The Nuns Have No Funny Pete. With Kim Ross, they did no wrong. But out of their later stuff, man, I'm starting to think this is my favorite one. I didn't think that before. I thought, you know, In the Shadows and Time were the best. I'm starting to think this one's even better. And at this point, it's only King Diamond and Hank Sherman. But what a slamming album. Last Rites, Church of St. Anne, Soul My Soul, Burn in Hell. I love that song, Burn in Hell. Oh, so killer, man. Insane. The drumming on that song's insane. Kiss the Demon, Buried Alive. The song 9. We are 9. I love this album a little too much. 9 is amazing. Toxic Holocaust. Yeah, I had Joel Grind sign this. Hopefully I'm going to have Joel Grind on this channel talking, because he is a fan of the channel. How cool is that? And I own everything Toxic Holocaust, so you can tell, you know, how shocked I was when, you know, he hit me up, let me know how much he digs what I do. And this is a great one. This is an earlier one, Evil Never Dies, with War is Hell, you know, Executioner, 666, Warfare, Dead to the World. You know, it's kind of, if you don't know who Toxic Holocaust is, it's kind of thrash and, you know, Venom type influence and Bathory, and just a mishmash of brutalness. And this is a classic, man. Evil Never Dies. I want to thank my buddies in Devastator, a black thrash band that turned me on to these guys in 2009. Well, really, Joel Bryan. Evil Never Dies. Toxic Holocaust. All right, here we go. The Runaways. Yes, with Lita Ford and Sherry Curry and Joan Jett. The song I really like on this one is Born to Be Bad. Can somebody leave me a comment below? Is that Lita Ford singing that song? Because it sure does sound like her. It's probably Sherry Curry. But good shit, man. Good sleazy jailbait. You know, they portrayed themselves as jailbait. Didn't really do much of an impact. What was the name of the store I bought this at? Rhino Records. And I know I bought this in Los Angeles at a place called Rhino Records for 99 cents. And this was in 1985. So 99 cents back then was about $4. But cool, man. I haven't heard Queen of Noise in a while. Thought I'd throw it on the turntable and enjoyed it. Oh, those chicks to Kay Hanley, the front female gorgeous singer of Letters to Cleo. This is kind of you know, songs that didn't make their albums, and it's called When Did We Do That? It's a collection of you know, just different type of songs, and you know, it has like I See. Again, if you know who Letters to Cleo is, you know, Disappear. There is some songs that are like different versions, but it's great. I Want You to Want Me's on here from the soundtrack to, I don't know. I know they were on a soundtrack, and they're playing on a roof. And I love Letters to Cleo, and this is one I haven't really put on many times. And I thought I'd give it a spin, and I was really enjoying it. I love Kay Hanley's voice. She's a very addictive voice. All right, here we go. Here we go. Bring on the hate. Yes, Kiss Monster. I don't know if I put this episode up yet, but me and Glenn Walker did a review of this album that will be up on this album soon, or it's already been up. And you know what? I'm not going to talk about it. So watch it if I already put it up, or sit tight and you'll hear what I think about Monster. It's just, that was part of the teaser of a future episode. Alright, oh man, Corrodia! Hell yeah, killer death metal. You got it, you know, punch up if you like death metal. Punch up, what is it, Vulture songs? As Vultures Descend. This is some killer death metal. And what I was saying before, I'm really into the old school death metal. Not really much has impressed me or you know, done anything for me. Corrodia has, even though this has been out for several years now. But they're still together and they're awesome. Check out Corrodia. Type in as Vultures Descend. Descend. Awesome stuff. Speaking of awesome stuff, that's all you're going to see on my Currently Cranking, because it's stuff I own and I love. ZZ Top Fandango. Hell yeah. This is kind of like half live, half studio, man. Heard it, I heard it, I heard it on the edge. That may be my favorite song by them, along with Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers. Good cover of Jailhouse Rock, and cool melody. Nasty Dogs and Funky Kings. Awesome stuff, man. Killer Blue Jeans Blues. And I'm not much of a blues guy, but that song rules. And Hot and Righteous off Tres Hombres. Great stuff. And this has Tush. Rest in peace, Mr. Dusty Hill. Right on. Alright, we're coming down to the last three things. Really 4 things, because for the first time ever at the end of a Currently Cranking, I'm going to show you something I've been currently watching. Stick around. It's going to be very soon. Oh my god, I did an episode on these guys, Wild Ride, with my buddy, my Avalon buddy, Mick Watkins. Album's called Gasoline Alley. Type in that song. Type in the song Gasoline Alley. Wild Ride is spelled W-Y-L-D, RYDE. And the song Gasoline Alley just crushes, man. And you know, they have a couple more videos up, man, from this. And you know, it's 4 tracks with 2 bonus tracks. Check out the episode where I talk about, where I get into details about Wild Ride. I love this band. Alright. I cannot, and I know I must have held this up on other Currently Crankings, I cannot get enough of The Symbol Remains. I did an episode, I don't know if it's up yet, about Richie Castellano. I'm not going to say nothing about what I feel about him, because I got a whole episode dedicated to him. You know, this is the first album he's on. He sings 3 tracks on it. I love his voice and guitar playing. But man, that was me. Tainted Blood, man, Richie's voice. The Machine, The Return of Saint Cecilia, The Alchemist, love it. And Fight's my favorite track off here. And more than a few people I've heard say they hate that song. But I love every song. Some songs were a grower. Like, I didn't really get Florida Man that much. And Train True, I didn't like the first few times I heard it. Now I love those songs. And I recently saw what it's called, where they played Train True, they played Tainted Blood. That was me in boxing my head. Killer stuff. Alright, here's the last thing before I show you currently viewing. Warlock. Burn the Witches. This is you know, Doro Passion, early one from her. This is a killer heavy metal album, man. With After the Bomb, Metal Racer, Burn the Witches, Sign of Satan. Fuck yeah, Warlock. I love Doro Passion. She's fucking awesome. I met her once. She couldn't have been sweeter. Alright, that's it. So I'm going to show you what I've been currently viewing. It's a classic movie. I think I did an episode about it. I think I did an episode about the soundtrack. And this is Over the Edge on Blu-ray now. I've owned it forever on VHS and on DVD. But they released this now with, I mean, tons of extras. Like, goddamn, the extras were hours and hours and hours long. Whole in-depth making of and behind the scenes. And oh my God, there's so much good shit. You know, Matt Dillon's first movie, he's in the making of. And then there's other, you know, the scripts and how they, I don't want to spoil it, you know. It's expensive though. That's the bummer part. This came out like 5-6 months ago, and I forgot to buy it. So when it was time for me to buy it, it cost me 30-something bucks. And then when I was watching it, I said, I would have paid more. Because the extras on here are that good. If you are a fan of Over the Edge, you need to get this. Come on. Go cut some lawns or something. You know? Don't buy crack for a couple weeks. I mean, crack's expensive. You need to see this. This is amazing. And the version, and don't let this 18 thing fool you. This shit ain't regional. This shit plays on anything. I own a Blu-ray player that plays all regions, but I played this on my regular one. It worked fine. So yeah, I have to plug Over the Edge. This came out not too long ago, but it's kind of expensive. But it only came out like 5 months ago, and it's like 30-something bucks. Hey man, if you want to make some money, buy it now, because if it went that high, I saw it for hundreds of dollars actually in other websites. You can flip it in the future. So that's it, my friends. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to put everything away and then start listening. And who knows, maybe I'll put up another currently viewing, but with my memory, I'm sure I'll forget. So just warning you guys so you won't be disappointed. Anyway, if you like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not, and click that little notification bell. Right on, everybody. Stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and SHMACKEMAGOB.